Welcome back. This is Chili Davis, and I'm back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all my subscribers and welcome to my new viewers. This is the channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about crypto from time to time. But today is the breaking news. Elon Musk has reached a deal with Twitter. Elon Musk agreed to take Twitter private, take it off the public market. Twitter board has agreed to a $44 billion buyout from the billionaire Elon Musk. Musk is paying $54.20 per share. The announcement ended a weeks-long saga Musk kicked off when he made a bid to buy the company. Best and final offer. Okay, so we knew Elon Musk was going to do the deal. It was just whether or not Twitter would agree to it. There was discussions about a poison pill. But here's the thing. This is more about a free speech. This is not about buying a company that was accelerating and going up in value. This is a stock that, if you look at Twitter, over the last almost 10 years since it opened back in November 2013, the stock traded at $43. So this is a stock that's been basically flat for most of its life on the public market. Okay, this is not the desire. Twitter is a great freedom of speech platform, but it does not have the revenue of a Facebook or TikTok or one of the other major platforms. It's just a great platform, but they've had difficulties monetizing it. And so even the previous CEO, Jack Dorsey, he endorsed Musk buying it. Okay, so again, Elon Musk making a bid, the agreement from Twitter to allow him to buy the company at $54 per share. And as you can see, it's spiking up to $51. This stock probably on earnings call will fall apart and fall back to, 30 something dollars per share before all the hubbub about Elon Musk buying the company. Okay, back on March 30th, the stock was trading at $39. But you could do puts, you could do calls. I mean, because right now it's still trading at $51. It still has to go, what, $54.20. So you could probably do a few calls, so $1 or $2 here. But in the end, when Twitter makes this report, they will report on April 28th, the earnings call. This stock probably will sink back to $39 per share. Okay, so Elon Musk is taking the company back private, and he has many ideas about it, not only freedom of speech, but he also has different ideas about how the development of the algorithm, how to promote a tweet or demote a tweet. Okay, so rest in peace, Twitter. Twitter probably will not be on the stock market much longer after the acquisition. Okay, Elon Musk has agreed to buy the company for $44 billion at a share price of $54 per share. Now, I've had this happen several times where I've owned a penny stock. It was trading at $10, and then one day I wake up, it's trading at $18. Through mergers or acquisitions, a capital company would usually buy a penny stock. And that's the only time you really can get out of some stocks, because they really don't make you any money. They just make 5-10% a year, and then they fall back. So this is a really good deal for Twitter. Twitter has not been able to monetize itself and see some of the lofty goals of $90 per share. It's had some good times, but it's pretty much been up there, and then the next day or next few months back down. Okay, so Twitter at its peak was $73 or $77 back in 2021. But for the most part, this was a $40 stock at best, 45. And Twitter never really found its plan. But with Elon Musk, I believe he'll make great moves with Twitter. Okay, so that was the stock market news of the day. Let me get to my top stocks. In the Robinhood, we were pretty much flat during the day, but as the day kicked off in the second half, the market picked up. We were up over 2%, made a little over $25 in this account. And a lot of this probably was the news of Elon Musk buying Twitter. CrowdStrike was up 4.36%. The Revolve Group was up 5.93. Domo was up 9%. ChargePoint was up 4.64%. And Microsoft was up slightly 2.40%. So those were some of the top stocks of the day. Like I said, Twitter was up a bit, of course, on the news of Elon Musk buying the company and CrowdStrike. Okay, so that was the news. Pretty much Elon Musk threw his weight around and he bought Twitter for $44 billion in a day. Let me share with you my other portfolio really quickly. Pretty much, I believe we were up late in the day as well. Pretty much like the Robinhood account, for the most part, we were down for the day. And then late in the day, things picked up. So made a little over $300 in this portfolio. The top stock of the day was AMD. AMD jumped up 3.20%, made a little over $53. Second place, Upstart Holdings was up 5.70%, made a little $51. And third place was Microsoft. Now, Microsoft, I still feel is undervalued at $280, was up 2.44%. But the simple fact is we are down only because we are in a bear market, not because Microsoft is valued at $280, okay? I can say the same about Tesla and many other companies, okay? But these were the gainers today. This was a very volatile day. There was a lot of stocks that were down. So if we look at the top losers today, Tesla was down 0.5%. ConocoPhillips was down 4.5%. Again, China has shut down again due to the pandemic. The second largest economy shut down due to COVID restrictions. So oil had a slow up today, but I'm seeing ConocoPhillips will rebound the next few days. X was down quite a little bit. And I did buy some CLF since it was down over 5% earlier today. Just one good example of buying a dip. Check out Nucor. They were down slightly. Another steel company. So I just wanted to show you this chart. Over the last 6 months, if you were to buy something, Nucor should have been it. Nucor has seen many dips. Even if you look at the last 6 months, trade at $120 back in December, $114. It fell down to 93 in January, and then it really took off again. Okay, so I talk a lot about Nucor only because it is a company that pays a dividend. Okay, this is not a baby stock. This is a major company, and they are expanding. Okay, so this is the type of company you want to be invested in. Nucor, you know, they pay a dividend, and they're not going to, you know, fall by 20% in one day. Okay, so check this coming out. This is the type of chart you want to see. You don't want to see this type of chart. Twitter is not the type of chart you want to see. If you look at the last 6 months, there's nothing to talk about Twitter that was great. Okay, so this is, you know, this is there between quality. This is quality, and this is just branding. You know, Twitter's got a great brand. It's got a great utility, but it is not the same as a profitable company like a Nucor. Okay, so that's just a quick information about quality stocks, and you know, established companies pay a dividend. Okay, so that's something to think about. And again, today top stock of the day was AMD, up 3.20%. If we look at day gainer wise, so if you did calls or something, Rocket Mortgage was up 8.30%. Again, I sold my Rocket Mortgage, most of my Rocket Mortgage shares last month. I bought them at $30 and I actually had to sell them at $10. Okay, so I will not be investing my money in Rocket Mortgage, okay? Sound like a good idea at the time, but not a good idea long-term, okay? So those were some of the top day gainers. But if you look down the tree, you eventually get to Marvell Technologies. I still like Marvell Technologies, still trade at $60 per share. Earlier this year, trade at $90. Again, Marvell Technology is part of the supply chain for major manufacturers such as Ford and GM. Marvell provides some chips for those manufacturers. Okay, so that's an interesting stock for you there. Okay, but that's all I really had today. Again, the portfolio made a little over $300, and the Robinhood made a little over $25. And the news of the day was Elon Musk buys Twitter. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share. If you'd like to get some free stock, please use my link below, my Robinhood or my Webull, and have a fantastic night.